Alex had always thought that space travel would be exciting, but nothing could have prepared him for the chaos of the Orion Intergalactic Space Station. The station was enormous, 20 decks tall, stretching in a wide circle with glass tunnels that offered breathtaking views of distant stars and colorful nebulae. Alien species of all shapes and sizes walked its corridors, some with 6 arms, some with wings, and some that shimmered as if they were made of liquid light. Humans were a minority here, and Alex had come as a maintenance engineer, tasked with repairing a malfunctioning communication array near the palace sector. Alex was tall, with slightly messy hair that refused to stay in place under the station's low gravity, and he had a knack for staying calm in tricky situations usually. Today, however, was shaping up to be one of those days where calm would not be an option. He ducked into a side hallway of the palace sector, carrying his toolkit. The hall glimmered with iridescent walls that seemed alive, shifting colors like an oil slick. Every so often, he would pass floating lanterns that emitted soft pulses of light, like tiny stars suspended in air. Alex had just turned a corner when he almost ran into a figure so striking that he froze. The figure was tall, much taller than any human, covered in shimmering, violet-blue scales that reflected the palace lights like gemstones. She moved with grace, each step making the floor seem to glow beneath her. Her eyes were large and golden, and her presence radiated calm power. Alex's stomach sank as he realized he had just walked straight into the alien Queen Zyra. "Oh, sorry, Your Majesty," Alex stammered, stepping back instinctively. Zyra turned, her expression unreadable at first. She looked at him with curiosity, and then, before Alex could do anything else, he reached out instinctively to pat her back. He wasn't sure why he did it. Perhaps it was human instinct to offer comfort when nervous. Zyra stiffened for a moment, then tilted her head slightly, and to Alex's shock, she smiled. In a deep, melodic voice that resonated in the hall, she said, "Your gesture is..." "Accepted," Alex blinked. "Accepted?" he asked. I didn't mean anything, just, human politeness." Zyra's eyes sparkled with amusement. "Human politeness, fascinating. This act in our culture signifies mutual respect and bonding. Very bold." Before Alex could process what she meant, Zyra raised one hand and the entire palace seemed to come alive. Screens around the hall lit up, broadcasting their location across the galaxy. Dozens of alien courtiers, advisors, and ambassadors turned to face Alex, their expressions a mixture of shock, curiosity, and delight. "You, human," Zyra announced, her voice now echoing over the intergalactic broadcast, "are now honored as my chosen companion in our sacred bonding ceremony." Alex's jaw dropped. "Wait, what? Bonding ceremony? Companion? I just patted your back." Zyra tilted her head, her smile widening. "Yes, that is enough. It is tradition. The act cannot be reversed." The hall erupted in a mix of whispers, gasps, and alien laughter. On the screens broadcasting live, reactions poured in from countless species. Some cheered, some were confused, and others seemed utterly entertained. Within minutes, Alex became an accidental celebrity across the galaxy. Alex backed up, unsure where to go or what to do. I think there's been a misunderstanding," he stammered. Zyra's expression softened. "No misunderstanding. In our culture, courage and honesty are respected. You acted without fear or deceit. That is worthy." Alex swallowed hard. Okay. But I don't even know what this means." "Are we getting married?" The Queen laughed, a sound like chimes in a gentle breeze. "Marriage is not the word you humans might use. It is a sacred bond of mutual respect, celebrated by many species, and shared with the galaxy as a symbol of friendship and trust." Alex ran his hands through his hair, suddenly wishing he had spent more time studying alien cultures before volunteering for this job. "Okay, symbol of friendship, right, that's good. Friendship." The Queen's eyes twinkled. "Yes, friendship, and more. You will learn." Alex tried to imagine explaining this to his family back on Earth. "Mom, Dad, remember when I said I wanted to work in space? Well, I just got betrothed to an alien queen on live TV." He knew it would sound ridiculous if he said it out loud. Before he could think of a way to politely excuse himself, Zyra gestured and a small hovering device approached Alex. A holographic display appeared, showing various steps and symbols. "This is our ceremony. You will participate in several rituals. Each represents values your species and mine hold dear. Alex squinted at the hologram. The first ritual involved sharing a simple gift. Zyra extended one of her long, slender fingers and presented a glowing crystal that shimmered with tiny, moving colors. "This represents trust," she explained. Alex hesitated. He rummaged through his pocket and found a small human trinket, a keychain shaped like Earth. It wasn't much, but it was all he had. He held it out. Zyra's eyes softened as she received it. "Your thoughtfulness is admirable," she said. "Okay, so far so good," Alex muttered to himself. The next ritual was a walk through the Hall of Stars, a massive chamber filled with floating lights, representing every planet in Zyra's empire. As they walked, Zyra explained each symbol. Alex listened carefully, fascinated by the depth of her knowledge and the beauty of her civilization. He realized that humans had a lot to learn from species like hers, and perhaps they had something unique to offer as well. While walking, Alex's communicator buzzed. He peeked at the screen. Messages from friends and colleagues were pouring in, asking if he was seriously getting married to an alien queen. He ignored it for now. He needed to survive the day. Suddenly, a group of curious aliens approached, asking Alex questions in rapid-fire succession. Do humans understand interstellar customs? How do humans show respect? Can humans participate in bonding rituals without offense? Alex answered honestly, sometimes fumbling, sometimes improvising. Each answer made him more confident. Even in this strange world, his human qualities, honesty, adaptability, and a bit of humor, were appreciated. By the time they reached the final ritual for the day, Alex had learned something important. Humans could shine even among 1,000 alien species if they stayed true to themselves. The final ritual involved sitting before the Palace Council and exchanging words of promise. Simple, heartfelt words about friendship, respect, and curiosity. Alex spoke from the heart, praising Zyra's wisdom and the beauty of her empire. The council members nodded, clearly impressed. Zyra placed a hand on his shoulder, and Alex felt a strange warmth, not cold or alien as he had feared, but kind and comforting. "You are learning quickly, human. Your spirit is remarkable." Alex smiled, a mix of relief and disbelief. "Thanks, Your Majesty. I hope I don't mess up the rest of this." "You will not," Zyra said, her voice calm but full of meaning. "The galaxy is watching. Let them see humans not as conquerors but as friends, as equals. That is your gift." Alex realized she was right. This wasn't just about him or even the ceremony. It was about how humans were seen across the galaxy. And somehow, through a simple act of patting someone's back, he had started a chain reaction that could change interstellar perceptions forever. As they exited the Hall of Stars, the screens around the station continued to broadcast the live feed. Aliens from all corners of the galaxy were commenting, laughing, cheering, and learning about humans for the first time. Alex's nervousness began to fade, replaced by a strange confidence. Tomorrow would bring more rituals, more challenges, and probably more viral fame. But today, he had survived. More importantly, he had shown that humans could be clever, kind, and adaptable, even in the strangest circumstances imaginable. And as he followed Zyra through the palace halls, Alex thought with a small private laugh, "I can't believe I got betrothed just by patting someone's back. Only me. But maybe, just maybe, it was the beginning of something wonderful." The next morning, Alex woke in a small guest chamber within the palace. The room was luxurious yet unusual. Walls shimmered softly like liquid metal, and the floor seemed to hum with gentle vibrations as if it were alive. A window showed a breathtaking view of the station orbiting a rainbow nebula, stars twinkling like distant fireflies. Alex rubbed his eyes. Yesterday had been unbelievable. One small gesture, a pat on Zyra's back, and now he was officially part of the Queen's bonding ceremony broadcast live across the galaxy. His communicator buzzed relentlessly. Messages from colleagues back on Earth flooded in, each more panicked than the last. Some asked if he had lost his mind. Others congratulated him, assuming he had done this intentionally. He ignored most of them, choosing instead to focus on surviving the palace's daily rituals. Breakfast arrived in a hovering tray. The food was colorful, shifting in texture as he touched it, a common feature of Zyra's species. He poked at it cautiously, unsure if it was edible. Zyra appeared at the doorway, her golden eyes twinkling. "Good morning, human," she said. Are you ready for today's ceremonies? Alex sighed. As ready as I'll ever be. But I have a feeling today will be interesting. Zyra's laugh was melodic. You have no idea. Come, we begin with the ritual of words. He followed her into a hall filled with glowing alien symbols floating in midair. Delegates from dozens of civilizations filled the seats. Cameras hovered discreetly, transmitting live. Alex suddenly felt like he was on stage in front of the entire galaxy. Zyra explained, "This ritual is about communication. Each participant shares a phrase from their culture that represents friendship." "You will start, human," Alex swallowed. Friendship?" He glanced at the holographic displays showing his options. Words of courage, trust, kindness, and more. "Just speak from your heart," Zyra encouraged. Alex cleared his throat. I guess. Humans believe friendship is about honesty and helping each other, even in hard times. That's what I hope to show today." A murmur of approval ran through the crowd. Some delegates nodded. Others made sounds of agreement. Zyra gave him an approving smile. "Well said, human. Your words are clear and relatable." Next came a gift exchange ritual. Alex had been told to bring something meaningful from his culture, and yesterday's keychain had impressed Zyra, but today he needed something more. He rummaged in his pockets, finally pulling out a small sketchbook he carried for doodling. On the first page was a drawing of Earth as seen from space with a tiny human waving. Zyra's eyes widened as she received it. "Your creativity honors our bond. We value imagination as a bridge between species." Alex felt a flicker of pride. I didn't think of it like that. I just like drawing. Precisely why it is perfect," Zyra said. "Human simplicity can be profound." The next ritual was where chaos truly began. The Dance of Stars, a cultural performance meant to symbolize harmony between species. Alex was expected to mirror Zyra's movements across a floating platform above a glowing pool. At first he stumbled, his legs awkward in zero-gravity dance shoes. Aliens around the platform chuckled politely. Zyra glided effortlessly, her long limbs forming graceful arcs. "Relax, human," she said gently. "Feel the rhythm of the stars, not just the steps." Alex took a deep breath, imagining the stars twinkling around him. He moved slowly, finding a rhythm that felt natural. Surprisingly, the audience began clapping, or their alien equivalent. A few even started copying his quirky moves. By the end, the Dance of Stars had unintentionally become a viral sensation. Across the galaxy, species were sharing videos of a human dancing among aliens, showing adaptability and humor. Alex was exhausted but exhilarated. He realized humans didn't have to compete. They could stand out by being clever, friendly, and authentic. After the dance, Zyra guided him to a quiet terrace overlooking the nebula. "You are performing well, human. The galaxy sees your courage and honesty. This is why humans are admired." Alex frowned. "Admirable, really? I'm just trying not to mess up." Zyra laughed. "Humans often underestimate themselves. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is acting with integrity despite it. Today you have shown this." Before Alex could respond, the palace alarm chimed, a melodic, not alarming sound. A delegation of skeptics had arrived from the neighboring star system of Orlath, known for their strict traditions. They were displeased with a human participating in Zyra's ceremony and had demanded to speak. Alex's stomach sank. "Oh no, what do they want?" "They question your involvement," Zyra explained. "They do not understand humans. You must address them." Alex took a deep breath. He stepped forward as the Orlath delegates approached. Their expressions were stern but not hostile, curious. Alex realized he could do something important here, show humans as clever, adaptable, and trustworthy. "Greetings," he said carefully. "I am Alex, a human from Earth. I understand your concerns. I am here to learn, to honor your customs, and to show that humans respect all cultures. We may be new to interstellar society, but we are eager to contribute with honesty and cooperation." A delegate tilted their head. "Bold words, human. And true?" "Yes," Alex replied firmly. "I act in good faith. I cannot pretend to know all your ways, but I promise to listen and learn." Zyra nodded in approval. The delegates conferred briefly. Finally, one spoke. "Your human honesty is remarkable. We grant you temporary acceptance in our rituals. We will observe further." Alex exhaled, relief washing over him. He had passed his first test of diplomacy. and humans had earned respect without confrontation or force. Later, Zyra took Alex to the palace gardens, where floating plants and crystalline flowers defied gravity. She explained, "Tomorrow, the final ritual will involve sharing a personal story, one that reveals your values. It is an opportunity for you to show humanity's spirit to the galaxy." Alex thought about it. "I guess I can talk about how humans care about each other, and how curiosity drives us to explore even into unknown worlds." "Perfect," Zyra said. "Speak with sincerity and all will see the light of your species." As the day ended, Alex reflected on everything that had happened. He had navigated alien traditions, live broadcasts, and skeptical delegates. More importantly, he had realized that humans had a unique place in the galaxy. Their ingenuity, humor, and honesty could bridge worlds in ways more aggressive species could not. Sitting in his chamber later, Alex opened his communicator again. Messages poured in, this time full of excitement. Humans across various star systems were watching, inspired by a human who acted with courage and good intentions. Alex laughed quietly to himself. "All this started because I patted someone's back, just wow." Zyra appeared in the doorway, her expression soft. "You have done well today. Remember, human, the galaxy judges not by strength alone, but by character, courage, and empathy. You have shown this. I am proud of you." Alex felt a warmth he couldn't explain. Not fear, not panic, but genuine pride. He realized that even in a world of dazzling aliens and complex traditions, humans could shine through simple values: honesty, curiosity, and kindness. He lay down that night, gazing at the nebula outside. The stars seemed brighter somehow, as if cheering him on. Tomorrow would bring the final ritual, the story-sharing ceremony that could cement his reputation across the galaxy. But for now, he allowed himself a small, private victory. Humans could survive, thrive, and even inspire respect in a world that was utterly alien. And somehow, by being himself, Alex had become more than just a participant in a ceremony. He had become a symbol of human potential and goodness. And somewhere in the palace, Zyra smiled, knowing that her new companion was not only surviving but excelling, and the galaxy was watching. The day of the final ritual had arrived. Alex woke to find the palace alive with activity. Holographic banners floated in the air, displaying shimmering messages of friendship, trust, and celebration in dozens of alien languages. Delegates from countless star systems filled the grand hall, each representing their species with pride and curiosity. The entire galaxy was watching, broadcast live through thousands of channels. Alex tried to steady his nerves. He had survived 2 days of intergalactic ceremonies, dance mishaps, and diplomatic challenges. He had even impressed skeptical delegates with his honesty and ingenuity. Today was the final test, the ritual of personal stories meant to reveal the heart and values of each participant. Zyra appeared at the entrance to his chamber, radiating her usual calm confidence. "Are you ready, human?" she asked. "I think so," Alex replied, though his stomach fluttered nervously. "But I hope I don't mess this one up." "You will not. Speak sincerely and your actions will shine across the galaxy," Zyra said, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. Together, they entered the grand hall. Floating platforms allowed delegates to hover above the audience while speaking. Alex's platform ascended, carrying him to the center. The audience of aliens fell silent, their many eyes fixed on him. Holographic screens displayed his image across galaxies, magnifying the pressure. Alex took a deep breath and began. "Greetings. My name is Alex, and I come from a small planet called Earth. Humans are curious, sometimes clumsy, and always eager to learn. We value friendship, honesty, and creativity. We explore not to conquer, but to understand and to help. And today I hope to show you that even one human can honor your traditions, learn from your wisdom, and share in your celebration." A soft murmur of approval ran through the hall. Alex felt his confidence grow. He continued, telling stories of human curiosity, the first explorers who sailed across oceans without maps, the inventors who turned ideas into machines, and the ordinary people who helped each other every day. He spoke of empathy, courage, and the human drive to do good. When he finished, there was a pause. Then, one by one, the delegates began nodding, smiling, and even applauding. Alien sounds of admiration echoing through the hall. Across the galaxy, broadcasts showed a human who was clever, honest, and respectful. Zyra's smile widened. Well done, human. You have shared the light of your species with the galaxy. Now we proceed to the final ceremony. The final ritual involved a symbolic act of unity. Alex and Zyra were to exchange items that represented their cultures. Zyra presented a glowing crystal, a symbol of her planet's wisdom and history. Alex hesitated, then offered his sketchbook with the drawing of Earth. Zyra's eyes lit up as she received it. Your creativity honors our bond, Zyra said. The galaxy sees the beauty of humanity in this simple gesture. Next, they performed the final gesture, a ceremonial clasp of hands, followed by a pat on the back. Alex couldn't help but chuckle at the irony. The act that had started this entire adventure was now part of the official ceremony. With a deep breath, he patted Zyra's back once more. Cameras zoomed in, and across the galaxy, species of all shapes and sizes celebrated the moment. Suddenly, an unexpected challenge arose. The ritual required them to float above the platform and navigate a series of glowing hoops, symbolizing trust, balance, and cooperation. The hoops shifted and rotated unpredictably, and many delegates had failed in past ceremonies. Alex swallowed hard. Okay, teamwork and balance, he muttered to himself. Humans can do this. Zyra floated beside him, her movement smooth and graceful. Trust yourself, human. Trust each other. They began moving through the hoops. Alex stumbled at first, misjudging the rotation, but Zyra gently guided him. Together they flowed through the hoops with surprising precision. The audience watched in awe as a human, awkward yet determined, kept pace with a perfect alien queen. By the final hoop, they moved in perfect harmony. The hall erupted in applause and alien cheers. Holographic messages flooded across screens. Humans are remarkable. A courage without fear. A symbol of interstellar friendship. Alex felt a rush of pride. Not only had he completed the ceremony, but he had also shown the galaxy the best qualities of humans: adaptability, honesty, courage, and kindness. After the ritual, Zyra and Alex returned to the central stage. The Queen addressed the audience, her golden eyes sparkling. Today we have witnessed more than a ceremony. We have seen the meeting of cultures, the sharing of values, and the proof that one species can respect and honor another. Human courage and ingenuity have shone brightly. Alex realized the truth of her words. Humans didn't need advanced technology or superior strength to impress the galaxy. What mattered were the qualities that made them truly human: creativity, honesty, curiosity, and compassion. Then came the official announcement. Zyra raised her voice, melodic and commanding. By the traditions of my people and in honor of the unity shown today, I declare this bond between human and queen complete. Let this union stand as a symbol of interstellar friendship, cooperation, and respect for all species. The audience erupted once again. Cheers, laughter, and applause filled the palace, echoing through the halls of the space station. Across countless planets, broadcasts showed a human and an alien queen side by side, demonstrating that friendship and understanding could cross even the widest cosmic divides. After the celebrations, Zyra guided Alex to a quiet balcony overlooking the nebula. You have done more than survive, human. You have inspired. You have shown what it means to be clever, brave, and kind. The galaxy will remember today. Alex smiled. Honestly, I still can't believe it started because I patted your back. Zyra laughed softly. Perhaps it is a reminder that small gestures can have great consequences. Even in a universe filled with stars, one simple act can shine brightly. Alex looked out at the nebula, feeling a sense of accomplishment unlike anything he had ever known. Humans had faced a galaxy full of unknowns and had come through not by force, but by using their hearts and minds. He realized that this was the true power of humanity, the ability to adapt, to connect, and to inspire. The palace celebration continued late into the orbiting night, filled with music, light shows, and holographic art. Alex danced awkwardly with Zyra, much to the amusement of the audience. For once, he didn't care about looking silly. He was part of something much bigger. Before retiring to his chamber, Alex took a moment to reflect. He had begun as a nervous, ordinary engineer. Now he was an intergalactic symbol of human ingenuity and goodwill. Across the stars, humans were being seen in a new light, not as conquerors or intruders, but as allies, friends, and innovators. Zyra appeared at the balcony one last time. Rest well, Alex. Tomorrow we return to the galaxy and your story will continue to inspire. Remember, humans are not just visitors in space, they are beacons of potential and hope. Alex nodded. I'll remember. And thank you. For everything, she smiled. No, human. Thank you for being who you are. That is what matters most. As he lay down to sleep, Alex felt a deep sense of peace. He knew that his journey was just beginning. There would be more challenges, more discoveries, and more opportunities to show the galaxy what humans were truly capable of. But for now, he allowed himself to celebrate. Humans had shown in a universe full of wonders. A simple act, a pat on the back, had started a chain of events that not only changed his life but also changed how the galaxy saw his species. And somewhere in the swirling nebula outside the palace window, countless stars seemed to twinkle in approval, as if cheering a little human for being brave, kind, and undeniably human.